Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee-ki-yo! Welcome to the show. And this is episode 4 of our Country and Western 45 RPM vinyl records here at My Media Museum. And we're starting off with Hank Williams Jr. doing 11 Roses from 1972. And the B-side of that release was a song called Richmond Valley Breeze. Alright, next up we've got Don Gibson doing Pretending Every Day on Hickory. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. And on the B side is Don't Take All Your Lovin'. And it's got that silver on black. Definitely easier to read if I do it a little bit of an angle. We'll make sure you got a good view of the first side as well. And next up we got Edie Gourmet. Now I'm not sure if she's actually country or just some old style music, but I'm going with she fits in here. Don't try to fight it, baby. We don't have a year on this one, but it definitely looks like it's going back a ways. And it's cool to have a picture over there. Maybe the other side has a little bit better. Maybe not. But it's the song on it is the theme from Light Fantastic My Secret World. So none of that rings any bells for me or means anything to me whatsoever. Hey, maybe it's a movie, maybe it's a TV show, I don't know. But theme from Light Fantastic My Secret World, that just doesn't ring any bells for me at all. So there's your Edie Gourmet. We're going to have quite a few women coming up, if not later in this episode, in the next ones. I've got quite a few female artists here lined up. But here we've got Jim Reeves with Highway to Nowhere. And the B-side of that one was a song called I Won't Forget You. Alright, now I really like this label. Come on, Will. Spit it out. Doyle Holly, Queen of the Silver Dollar. Now, I have never heard of Doyle Holly, but it's arranged by Waylon Jennings. So, I definitely have heard of Waylon Jennings. And Queen of the Silver Dollar seems to ring a bell. But it might not be necessarily this song, or this song was redone by someone else, because I've never heard of Doyle Holly. 1973. But what a really cool, the artwork on that is just really cool. I like the melted record on the branch, the trees, the colors. That's a pretty looking label. I really like that. And on the B side of it, we got Take a Walk in the Country. So there again, this one doesn't say that it was arranged by Waylon Jennings or anything, but it's still Doyle Holly. Doyle. No, maybe that is a guy. It could be. I was thinking it was a female, but who knows? Doyle Holly. You tell me. Down in the notes. Fix all my mistakes and inaccurate. Like I said, I am not a country and western fan. I'm not a man of country. I tried to put the ones that sounded familiar or bands that I had heard of. I've definitely heard of Les Paul and Mary Ford. And The World is Waiting for the Sunrise. So I tried to put them near the front. By the time we're finished with this episode, though, we're going to be pretty close to done with ones that names I've heard of. The B-side of this one doesn't have Mary Ford. It's just got Les Paul doing Whispering, which is an instrumental. Les Paul was, of course, famous for the Les Paul guitar. But Mary Ford was the vocalist of the group there. So, yeah, probably not telling you anything you don't already know. I'm sure most of you are going to know more about these than I do because, like I said, not my thing. Statler Brothers and Years Ago. My mom was a big, huge Statler Brothers fan, so I am pretty familiar with some of their stuff. Wow. Dad being the name of the song on the B-side here. And, yeah, I'm not familiar with either one of these songs, Dad or Years Ago. But I've definitely heard of the Statler Brothers. I've also heard of Johnny Rodriguez. I Wonder Where You Are Tonight. Written by James Bond. Oh, I'm sure it's not James, and definitely not the James if it was, because he's fictional. 1973. So, on the B side of this one, we've got a song called You Always Come Back to Hurtin' Me. Poor guy. By the way, you do know what happens if you play your country and western 45 RPMs backwards, right? You sober up, your dog comes back to life, and your wife breaks up with her boyfriend. All right, okay. Maybe some of you didn't think that was funny, but it was funny to me. Tex Ritter. Now, this is a 33 RPM, but it's still a 7-inch, so I still consider it a single. Falls in with the 45 RPMs. If it's a 7-inch, it's a 7-inch. But it is 33 RPM. I Dreamed of a Hillbilly Heaven. What a cool title, huh? I just like that title. And the B-side to this one is Love Me Now. Ooh and how. And we got another Tex Ritter up from what appears to be the same series. And this one's Jingle, Jangle, Jingle. Sounds a little bit like a Christmas song, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he's talking about Spurs and not Santa. But 33.5 RPM again, as the previous one that we looked at was. And the B-side to this one, There's a New Moon Over My Shoulder. New moon. All right, next up, I was a little bit hesitant on this one. Wasn't entirely sure. Sheena Easton. I wasn't sure if she was pop, 80s pop, or if she was country. But you know, in the end, I decided, I'm pretty sure without looking it up, that she's country. If not, I apologize. She will be the odd one out here, because I'm pretty positive the rest of what I have here to show you is country. So maybe this is a pop song, but it's clearly the A side, so at least got that part right. We've got the star and the A telling us, you know, that we're on the promoted side. You Could Have Been With Me, which doesn't ring any bells with me whatsoever. Don't know how country you are if you're recorded in England, but hey. Survivor Fair? Savior Fair? Yeah, I think it's Savior Fair. Yeah, sometimes I have a wee bit of trouble pronunciating things or saying them the way they're supposed to be, but that's my best guess there. So, next up, we're getting into the ones of people that I don't know, never heard of. Gene Pruitt, all new to me. It's got a plus sign instead of a star for the designating the A side. You see that once in a while. Usually it's a star. I'm Out Looking for You being the song on that side. And then on the B side is a song called Love Me, which she wrote that one. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the B side. We've got, going off the numbers, 782 and 557. But like I said, that plus sign, that's telling you that's the promotion side, the side they wanted promoted on the radio. So, and she didn't write that one. That was written by Hank Mills, it looks like. So, anywho, moving on, we got the Shepherd Sisters on Lance Records. My buddy Lance might think that's funny, but there you go. There's a Lance Records, and it's unbreakable. Maybe it's not easily broken, but I assure you it can be. Alone. Why must I be alone? Yeah, at least you guys don't have to listen to me singing a whole bunch of these, because I don't know them. Can't sing a tune I don't know. But I do have a tendency to associate them with other songs. Congratulations to Someone being on the B-side. All right. So, next up, we've got Marilyn Sellers and Sometimes Sunshine. Don't know it. Mega Records. Interesting. 1975. And the B-side to this one was a song called Red Skies Over Georgia. Georgia. And K-Star's up next with the orchestra doing Fool April Fool. So, vocal with the Lancers and Orchestra. Well, there's another reference for you, Lance. But anyways, I've got a stack of really old ones. Maybe this one actually should have belonged in there, since anything that's had an orchestra or something, I tended to pile up in that last stack, which will be the end of this series when we get to it. B-side being Kay's Lament. So, if I show you something here that you don't consider to be country, I apologize for that, but it's something that I don't know, and I'm guessing is probably country. Next up, Berlin Husky. Interesting name, Berlin Husky. True, True Lovin'. And what just might be on the B-side of that 1972 piece of plastic? Legend in My Time. Alright. So, next up, we've got another interesting name. Farron or Farron. I'm going to say Farron, but it might be Farron. Young. Occasional Wife. That sounds dangerous. But the B-side of this one is The Guns of Johnny Rondo. So that makes me remember Ringo. And I do have that one somewhere and have previously filmed it. I think it was early on like one of the early 1, 2, 3 boxes. But I had Lauren Green from Bonanza singing Rango, which is a neat 45 to have. To me, that's a novelty record. It probably would fall into country and western, but to me, it was comedy, and I liked it, and I've got it in my novelty records. But yeah, Guns of Johnny Rondo, not Ringo, but still, it's in that ballpark, wouldn't you say? All right, well, hope you enjoyed that too, and I hope you come back for episode 5. We'll have it out for you soon.